Greetings, Earthlings.
Yes. Okay.
One of my favorites from
good
Vivid.
start. Can you cut to my camera, please? Spin that wheel. Welcome back to the Collector Showcase, and we're talking about graded cards. I've got a submission that came in. FedEx literally arrived today, and I'm like, what better source of content than to open this up fresh live? I have not opened it up. I did break the seal only because I didn't want to waste time doing that on the stream here. But we're gonna check out what grades we got from our recent PSA submission of some Pokemon cards that we sent in. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really excited. As you can see right here, here's the box, freshly bubbled wrap right here. And we submitted this particular grouping, it was only 2 months ago. So we're talking about less than 60-day turnaround, which is a world away from where it was just about a year or two ago. I remember I had sent in 2021, February of 2021, a bunch of submissions, and it didn't come back for about 18 months. That was absurd. At least these submission turnaround times are much, much better. I could deal with 2 months. I would like it to be better, obviously, because as you guys know, the trading card market changes very, very quickly, and you want to be able to capitalize on that market. That's why turnaround times for these graded companies, they got to get on the game here, on the ball, and they got to do a better job, because you're investing in pack breaks, box breaks, trying to get these cards, trying to get them into PSA early to get those really crisp, good grades so that you can take advantage of the hot market of that particular card. Just a couple of months and it could change. I mean, listen, it could change favorably, right? But it could also change where it's not favorably, and there are a lot of outside factors. That's not what today's show is about. But we're going to reveal these submissions right here. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out, put them right on the table, put this box aside, and here we go. I'm gonna put my hand on the back so I can't see it, but as you can see here, we got a bunch of submissions to go through. I'm curious what grades we got. I did not cheat. I did not look at the sheet to see what grades we had. I know with PSA you get an email in advance when the grades are done and you can check them out early. I did not do that. So this is going to be a real reaction for me as far as what grades we got. And let's get right into this here. I'll change my camera angle here. And I guess I'll reveal it to you before I even see it myself. So yeah, you know what? Actually, let's fix this. I have an idea. So we're going to go here and I'm going to pop in. This way you really are going to be able to see what grades they are. I'm curious if anyone else has been submitting some cards to PSA and what grades they've been getting. I would say overall, I've been getting really good grades, where I'll define good as not just getting a 10, right, but accurate. Sometimes you send in a card, it's not going to be a 10, it's a subgrade, but you want to get the card, slabbed up anyway, right? And that's fine. But then there are other times where you're submitting a card and you're expecting like a minimum grade. Now, if you've been doing this for a while, like myself, you get an idea of what grade you're going to get back. And every now and then, like I'll get a grade back and it's a head scratcher. And where I'm talking about like a card where it should have received like an 8 or a 9, and it comes back a 1. And you even look at the card, and it's bizarre. And so in those situations, have been errors. I would say grade errors. And with those cards, the best challenge is only to, break the slab, resubmit. And I've had to do that a few times. It's happened actually where I have my favorite card, which is a Vivid Voltage Pikachu, and I submitted it, and I thought for sure that it was going to be a 9, and I thought it had a chance actually for a 10, and it came back a 6. And I was really, really confused. I had to break the slab, resubmit it, and sure enough, it came back a 9 again. So those type of discrepancies are few and far between, but they are rare and they're annoying. Hopefully we don't get them today. Let's see what our first card of the day is, and let's see what we get. All right, our first one is the Zekrom. Nice. This is from the 25th anniversary Pokemon. And it came back a 9. This particular card, it was like one of the cards I was hoping for a 10, but I thought that there was a better chance of it being a 9. And it was really simply on what's it called, the centering. I thought it really had a good chance for a 10. It was only slightly off. I've gotten 10s for cards that were miscentered more than this. I was like, this has a chance, right? But they went ahead and they gave me a 9 for this. Not terrible. Pretty cool card, though. Let's see what we get next. Next card up is the other Zekrom. Now, one of these, maybe it was the other one. One of these I thought were for sure was a 10. And I had a feeling it was this one. I'm a little bit shocked. All right, so, I mean, it's hard to argue between a 9 and a 10, I guess. This is me wanting the 10, so I'm bummed. I don't see why this could not have become a 10. Curious what you guys think. If, like, here's both of them that just came back. I love these cards here. Curious what you guys think. I mean, do you think they got it right? I'll go ahead and I'll switch it so you guys can see the back. Do you think that they got it right? I don't know. I think one of these is definitely a 10, but it's okay. I love the card anyway, and so I guess I'm happy with it overall. I'm not selling them. I'm keeping them. I like the card. My kids love the card. All right, next one up. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I'm going to give myself a glockenspiel for this one right here. Wow. I'm sorry if that was too loud. I'm just pumped. Here's a Shining Faith Charizard. I pulled this on the show. And nice to be able to submit it and get that 10. Beautiful card. Amazing grade. Let's go. That's incredible right there. I love it. Here's the back side of it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're looking for. Hopefully we get more grades like that. I am pumped, though. That's the card that I wanted, and I needed that 10, and I'm happy with it right there. All right, next one up. We've got another Charizard. This is the Darkness Ablaze Charizard. It came back a 9. Now, I got another Darkness Ablaze Charizard in here. I thought one of them for sure was a 10. This is definitely not the one. This one's off-centered in the back. That's why, and you'll see in a second. I'll turn it around so you can see. But yeah, you could see it's just a little bit more chunky on this side right here versus, you can see the edging rather on this side here. But anyway, not too much. Like I said before, I've gotten 10s with cards with worse, so sometimes it's a little bit weird. But this one definitely does deserve a 9. Not a bad grade. Cool card. There you go. The Darkness Ablaze Charizard. Let's see what we get up next. Next up. Here. Oh, no. What on earth? That's funky. Yeah, that's a funky one. All right, so we got ourselves our 7 here. See, some cards for some reason they get, I don't know, out of nowhere they're like, we're gonna be strict and we're gonna grade this on a really hard scale, and this came back a 7. It's all right. These are probably all for my kids anyway. So when it comes to cards that you're keeping, of course you want to get that nice solid grade. You know what I mean? So, but not terrible. Not terrible. All right, next up. We got the Brilliant Stars Charizard here. And this came back a 9. You can already tell right off the bat it's off-centered. That's what's going to hurt this grade. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with a 9, actually. I think this is a really, really nice card. I'll show you guys the back. The back is actually nicely centered, but the front, as you can see, is just chunky, more on one side than the other. As far as centering, so that's why I got the 9. But it's a really, really nice card. I'm happy with it. Very cool. I love that shimmer. Love the shimmer of the Rainbow Charizard there. This group had a bunch of Charizards in it. Here we go. Next card up. We've got the Gyarados. This one we pulled live on the show as well. My daughter Ariane actually pulled this card live on the show. That was an awesome show because right before we started, we had a booster box, and we're like, all right, we're gonna open up a Crimson Invasion booster, and we're like, wouldn't it be cool if we hit the chase card early on, the Gyarados, the Rainbow Gyarados. Here it is, the secret rare, and boom, Ariane hit it. We were like flipping out on that show, but it got an 8. Like a lot of cards that I have, the back is nice, nicely centered, but a lot of cards that I have from Crimson, like pack fresh cards, I just feel like the printing was just like funky because the centering, as you can see, their frame bleeds out really close to that edging, and it's not very forgiving at all. So you can see the front is not centered well at all. But that's just Crimson for you. But overall, really cool card. Love Gyarados. Curious if you guys love your Gyaradoses as well. All right, let's check out this next card. This is my Red Cheeks Pikachu, a 1999 first edition Red Cheeks Pikachu. I've been holding on to this one for a while, and I decided to throw it into the submission. Now, I did not think that this was going to get a high grade. I was hoping for, a 6 or a 7. So it landed on the low end of what my expectations were. Overall, not disappointed. I love this card. Pikachu's my favorite Pokemon. And as you guys know, if you guys are Pokemon collectors, the Red Cheeks is, one of those cards that you want in your collection if you're a Pikachu person. So here we go. This is my first edition Red Cheeks Pikachu. I got it a 6. So I got it slabbed up. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. Finally got that bad boy slabbed up. Next card up this is my daughter who submitted this. Oh, she is going to flip out. So Eevee is her favorite Pokemon. So obviously all of the evolutions of Eevee she's going to love as well. And so this was the 2021 Evolving Skies VMAX. Flareon VMAX. Wow, it got a 10. She is going to flip. Another nice card, especially if you are an Eevee collector. Awesome. Here's the back of that one right there so you can check it out. Beautiful, beautiful card. Next up, we got two more. And here is a Rainbow Dragonite V-Star. Oh my gosh, from Pokemon Go, we got ourselves a 10. This is our second 10. Our last submission also contained a Rainbow Dragonite that also got a 10. We are 2 for 2. Oh my gosh, I love this card right here. Again, I just love that shimmer look there. I'll let you guys see the back. Wow. Wow, let me know what you think about that hit right there. That is awesome. A nice 10. Another 10. We're definitely rolling with the 10s here, so I'm pretty thrilled with it. All right, so the last card up is another Charizard. This is the promo for Hidden Fates, and this got a 9. All right, so I will say this. I'll let you guys see the back. The back is centered like really nicely. That is definitely a 10 back. Now, the reason why this likely got a 10, I think it's harsh. I think it should be, I think it should have been a 10. I think it's harsh giving it a 9. But similar to Crimson Invasion, for the promo for this, the printing, the edging is not forgiving because as you can see, their frame, that black line border is close to the edge of the card, which means it's not very forgiving when it comes to getting that particular grade. But I'm looking at this now where, all right, so this is going to be a little silly. So it's definitely not like perfect as far as the centering. But, and I know I'm repeating myself here, I've gotten so many cards that are not perfectly centered. And I'm talking about perfect, like down to the millimeter, and I've gotten a 10. And so I think this is a little bit harsh. But again, this is a promo for a Charizard for Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates is one of those cards, Hidden Fates is one of those sets. People love Hidden Fates. And it's one of those rare sets over the past year where you've seen the value of Pokemon and a lot of the sets kind of come down a little bit, especially some of the newer stuff. Vintage is always going to be worth money, right? But Hidden Fates is one of those sets where it is like held strong their value. If anything, they've gone up. Try to get yourself some sealed packs, some sealed boxes, tins, whatever. It's hard because they're super, super expensive. And but anyway, so we sent this in. I sent it in actually for one of my kids. So which is pretty cool there. By the way, thank you for just subscribing. Whoever, I didn't actually see the notification. I heard it. I didn't look down. So whoever just subscribed and followed, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate that. I'm just reading over some things. Anyway, so cool. What do you guys think of the graded cards? Do you think they were accurate? Do you think they were fair? Do you think PSA got them all right? Do you think maybe PSA got some wrong? In my opinion, I think some of them are wrong. I think I'm really happy about the 10s, right? I think the ones that are off, I think, well, the first is the last one that we ended up on. I think I don't agree with that grade. I think that one should have been a 10 there, but I guess, listen, it's hard to chase perfection, right? So I sort of understand it. The other one, I would say the Darkness Ablaze Charizards, I think they're wrong. I don't think PSA got these particular grades right. Now, where I told you, I said one, I was hoping for a 10, but I thought it was definitely a 9. And I thought both of them were at the very least 9s. One came back a 7, the other one was a 9. So I'm a little bit disappointed there. Although I was hoping, remember, I was hoping for a 10, expecting 2 9s there. So like super pumped about the Shining Fates Charizard. That is amazing. And the Zekrom. Like, do I think they got it wrong? I would arguably say yes, but I understand the 9, right? I understand it. So I was more hopeful for a 10 there. And I think for me, the biggest disappointment was probably the Darkness Ablaze Charizards. But overall, super pumped. Got some really, really cool cards. Finally got my Red Cheeks Pikachu back, which is awesome, which is very, very cool. Curious, what's your favorite card out there? Have you guys been submitting cards to PSA or any other grading company? What grades have you guys been getting back? Let me know. I'm really curious, trying to gauge here some damage control of the market, the grading companies. Are they super, super accurate? Are you happy? Are you disappointed? I'm curious about how everyone else feels about it. But anyway, that was today's opening. We did some slabs, got some slab submissions back from Pokemon, from PSA of our Pokemon cards. Appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, if you guys, depending on where you're watching, wherever you're watching, do us a favor and do the thing that's super important for us, right? So that we can continue doing shows like this. But like, comments, and subscribing is like masterful. If you can masterfully subscribe and share this with some other people, man, totally would appreciate that. And I guess we will see you guys next time on the show, the Collector Showcase. We've got some really cool stuff coming up. We're going to be dipping away from Pokemon every now and then, maybe even doing some Star Wars stuff. We love it all here. Anyway, happy collecting, guys. All right, take care.